my dudes, my guys, my freaking boys. I had a person that was supposed to drop a car off today and they couldn't make it. So pulled the wagon up. It's been broke for a few weeks now and I'll show you what happened. All right, so I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but if you see all this is all oil, this is covered in oil, this is covered in oil, all that down there, see how it's shiny? That's not water, that's oil. All this down here, oil. The whole turbo blanket covered in oil. Everything in the engine bay from like here forward covered in oil. What happened was I went to drive the car out of the driveway. This has been I don't know, a couple weeks, a month, something like that. And I get to the top of the driveway and the whole car is just smoking, dude. I thought I was about to catch on fire. So I shut it off, opened the hood, and there's just oil everywhere. And I was like, how does that even happen? So I got it back down the driveway and started looking at it. The turbo feed line broke like all the way out here. Not like near a runner, not near the fitting on the top of the turbo. No, like all the way out here. How that happens, I couldn't tell you. But that day, I ordered another feed line, which I have right here. So we're gonna go ahead and put that guy on there, and hopefully it fixes the problem. I haven't driven this thing in a while now. I feel kind of bad. I love this car, and I just want to drive it. So let's go ahead and knock it out. So with the turbo feed line, the one side of it goes right here and it feeds the turbine housing so it can spin freely and not be metal on metal. And the other one, on these in particular, it's either gonna go into the back of the block or into a sandwich for the oil filter stuff. So I gotta climb under there and see what kind of tools I need. All right, this thing's dripping so much water everywhere because it's just been sitting. I feel so bad for this car, man. You can also assess the damage or look at the damage that happened during the Sumo Speed Beach Bash trip. I killed that flex pipe there, so I'm gonna have to order another one and put that in. I guess on the Sumo Speed trip, I also hit the wastegate dump tube somehow. It was just pushed all the way back into here. I just saw it and pulled it back off. That's crazy. There's so much oil everywhere. Oh my goodness. All right, like most Honda stuff, this is in a spot where I cannot see. So I'm just gonna go purely off of feel and see if I can get this thing off of here. This is not an ideal situation. All right, I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet. All right, so in true turbo car fashion, I'm covered in oil. That's pretty standard with the turbo car stuff. I have to take apart way too much stuff to get to that piece in true turbo car fashion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain the oil, pull the oil filter off, and then pull the entire sandwich plate off the back of the block, and then I'll be able to get to it. Easy peasy, dude. See, everybody loves turbo cars. Why would you even build an all-motor car when you can make the same power as this? Why would someone do that? Okay, so this is a sandwich plate off the back of the block, and very strange. I've never had this happen before. That was loose. How does that back out? I don't think I've ever seen one of those back out. So what happens is you have a stud that your oil filter goes onto that looks like this, and this threads onto that, but this whole thing was backed off. It was like loose. So I don't know if that's would make that burst. Like, I don't know if it would, no, because it should just blow oil out the back. I don't know, it's really weird. It didn't have any like crazy oil leaks or anything like that before. Maybe I just got really lucky. I mean, I guess we won't know until we start it up, right? But maybe I just got really, really, really lucky that this broke instead of like that coming loose, and I just have no idea that I had no oil pressure basically. So let's go ahead and take this line off now. So that's up here. I just got to undo that and then undo the one there, and then I can take all that off. Okay, so in true turbo car fashion, this is the one that I pulled out here. You can see it's a female and a male end. The one that I bought is two female ends. So I guess I gotta wait until tomorrow. And there's luckily, super luckily, I have a place that does like all like AN fittings and stuff. They stock a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna have to take this down there and get a fitting from this to that, and then I can put it all back together. Dude, I love turbo cars so much, man. They're so good. They're so good. Definitely worth the noise, having the noise. You know what I mean? Nobody can just make like generic turbo parts the same. Everybody has to like capitalize off of it and like, oh, we'll do this one better this way. And it's just like, bro, why can't we all just make the same stuff? That way we don't have to deal with this. Two different ends. But yeah, so kind of at a standstill now. I get to wait until I can call that place and see if they can have fitting in stock. And if they don't, I guess I got to figure out what size fitting this stuff is. So this thing is officially dead in the water still. I was like, oh, this will take 10 minutes. All right, we have the new line on, as you can see it right there. So that's on. It has oil in it. This thing has not started in a very long time. So let's see if it'll start. I feel like the chances of this thing starting is like 0%, but only one way to find out. Pause the video and take a guess if it's gonna start right here. Let me know in the comments. Is this thing starting? Oh, the battery. It's a brand new battery that's dead, and it's an Odyssey battery. They're so expensive. Oh, that sucks really bad. Like really, really bad. All right, so since the battery's like 100% dead, what I'm gonna try to do is I live on a hill, so I'm gonna roll it, turn it like this, and then turn it down the hill and try to jump start it, and we'll see how that goes. All right, it's kind of a one and done thing here, so hopefully this works. The key is on all the way, and we're gonna hope the alternator has enough. Oh, dude's got nothing. Oh, wow. That's interesting. This is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah. Now I'm stuck down here because I'm an idiot. All right, so I got the wagon up here. I have the battery charger on it. So we're just going to let this sit, and I'm gonna work on another project, which I'm just gonna make another video on. So this is supposed to be easy peasy, just replace the hose. Can't win, guys. Finally got it started. Just need to burn off all of the oil. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just smoking crazy. I got to burn off all the oil on the manifold and on the turbo blanket, and then we can go take it for a drive. That way, if it decides to catch on fire, I'm right here with 1,000 fire extinguishers instead of on the road with no fire extinguishers. Every time I drive this thing after I haven't driven it for a while, it always reminds me why I'm just in love with Civic wagons. They're so good. Officially have smoke inside the car now. Nothing's burning, it just smells like oil. Well, it's burning the oil off. Nothing's like on fire. It's just it smells very much like oil. This is probably gonna take a while to burn off of here, but I gotta go inside and do some stuff. So I'm gonna just pull back home, then we'll look at it one more time. It's definitely chooching some smoke out of there. I should probably pull the turbo blanket off and like throw it in a trash can. I don't know that it's all gonna burn out of that. That is smoking significantly more than what I thought it was going to. Oh well. All right, does anyone have any life hacks on how to get oil out of a turbo blanket, or do I just gotta buy a new one now? Because something tells me it's never gonna come out of there. Look, it's just like all right, y'all, I guess that's it for this one. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Peace.